What's up, YouTube, and welcome back to my channel. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking about the SEC Media Days with the Alabama Crimson Tide. Nick Saban had a lot to say. The three representatives on the team were J.C. Latham, Kool-Aid McKinstry, and Dallas Turner. Really good players for us. Guys that got a lot of experience playing for the Alabama Crimson Tide. And they had some things to say as well. I'm going to start off speaking about Nick Saban and what he had to say. Uh, he's liking the new hires that he brought in. Tommy Rees, he mentioned he's one of the great young offensive-minded guys. Tommy Rees is 31 years old, so very young, but he liked, his mind and the things that he can bring to Alabama Crimson Tide. So he had praise for him. He spoke on Kevin Steele, another guy that's been with Alabama a couple of times. This is going to be his third stint. He said he wanted to bring in a guy, that knew the standard for the Alabama Crimson Tide. We all know Kevin Steele, great defensive-minded guy, been all over the SEC. That's going to pay dividends for the Alabama Crimson Tide this upcoming season. Had a good career, did a very good job while he was at Auburn. So he knows what it takes to win the SEC, and just a great hire. And Nick Saban felt comfortable bringing him in, and I think he's going to be a huge fit for us, as well as Tommy Rees with his offensive scheme. He also spoke on, expectations. A lot of people are, expecting Alabama to, get to the SEC, win a national championship, and that is the goal. But he mentioned, basically saying, you have to do the things, the right things to do, to get to that point. You just can't, wish it to happen. You got to do the fundamental things. And he was basically saying, if you do the things you need to do to be successful, success will come. So that was his overall message for the whole team and to the media. And I think the team is going to be laser focused this upcoming season. And it's almost like Alabama's hitting the reset button to try to get back to what we were, when Nick Saban first got there. And I'm very excited to see what this team does this upcoming season. J.C. Latham, great articulate young man, a lot of experience, and he spoke with a lot of confidence. I saw an interview where he mentioned, he felt like everybody's doubting Alabama, feeling like Alabama's not as physical as they once were. So he's making it known to everybody that we're going to be physical this upcoming season. He's speaking it. He's saying, to the running backs, to the wide receivers blocking, the O-line, he's saying they're going to bring a mentality this upcoming season of being, very physical and relentless. And I believe the Alabama Crimson Tide is going to do that. Hopefully they show it on Saturdays. It's one thing to talk it, but we got to see it. And the last couple of seasons, Alabama hasn't been as physical as they once were, being pushed off the line of scrimmage, line too many pressures on the quarterback. So hopefully this upcoming season, Alabama does that. And I really think that's going to happen this upcoming season. We got some guys we got to replace on the O-line, but J.C. Latham is going to be a leader on that offensive line. And I can't wait to see what the offensive line does this upcoming season, especially with Tommy Rees being our offensive coordinator. While he was at Notre Dame, Notre Dame's offensive line was very physical. They played like an SEC O-line, so I can't wait to see what he does with the talent at Alabama at that position. He also spoke with the other players. They had Kool-Aid McKinstry come up there, and very good guy. Got a lot of experience playing at the cornerback position. And another guy, cool, collected, very, kind of stoic in the way that he speaks and everything like that. And definitely another guy that got experience for the Alabama Crimson Tide. He was very good for us the last couple of seasons, and they asked him some questions about some guys that he thought, might contribute this upcoming season. They kept asking about Caleb Nouns, and he confirms that, Caleb Downs is one of those guys that's going to be dependent on this upcoming season to come in and play. He's just that good at his position, and a freshman at that, you know. But of course, there's other guys that can step up. But he likes what he's seeing from Caleb Downs, and he just had a lot of good things to say about the secondary as a whole, you know. And I expect him to have a breakout season. You know, he had a good season, and he might possibly be the best cornerback in this upcoming draft, this upcoming season, if he decides to uh, go into the draft. So very, very good player, good representative on the back end of that defense. And I can't wait to see what, you know, Kool-Aid does this upcoming season, especially with the whole defense. Dallas Turner, another player, kept mentioning, you know, asking him questions about, you know, Will Anderson not being there, by him filling the void. He said he has high respect for Will Anderson, and he looked up to him. He said when he first came in, that was one of the guys that helped him transition into the defense, and he understands the mission, you know, this upcoming season, you know, to be that guy, to be a leader, and I think he's going to do that. You know, he mentioned some other guys that can potentially fill in the position, like Quindarius Robinson, you know, guys like that, Chris Braswell, Jeremiah Alexander, Keno Cope. He mentioned all those guys that can potentially come up and contribute this upcoming season, you know. So he said he's motivated to play on this upcoming season. I think he's going to have a breakout season, you know. In my opinion, you know, he was a little quiet last season, but I think this is going to be the season that he's going to really, really show out, you know, for the Alabama defensive line, and especially at the outside linebacker position. And I couldn't help but think, you know, watching him, you know, they asked the question about, you know, did he hear what Pollock said about, you know, Georgia being a king. You know, you could tell the players are very, you know, trained very well by Nick Saban to, you know, not, you know, knock down teams and stuff like that, but be humble at the same time. And but you can tell, you know, it's bothering not just Dallas Turner, but, you know, all the players, the Kool-Aid and J.C. Latham. You can tell that they don't like it that, you know, that Alabama's being doubted right now. And I really like seeing that. You know, that's a very good sign that this Alabama team it seems like they're focused this upcoming season, and it kind of seems like it bothers them a little bit just to, you know, even mention Georgia's name. But you got to take your credit off to Georgia. But I can't wait to see what Alabama does this upcoming season. They look like they're laser focused, and they look like they want to take the throne back, you know. And especially J.C. Latham, they asked him that, you know, he felt like, you know, the fact that Georgia, you know, was able to win and do it back to back, you know, he mentioned that Alabama has the players to do it. And he's saying just the simple fact that they had to watch that happen, you know, it's adding fuel to the fire. Those are his direct words. So I can't wait to see what Dallas Turner, Kool-Aid, and J.C. Latham, and this whole Alabama team, to see what they do this upcoming season. It's like we got something going on this season that we was missing the last couple of seasons. Getting complacent and things like that. But I'm liking the focus that this team has, and it seems like they're just dialed in to get ready for the season to start. So that's the overall, you know, my recap of what I saw and heard, you know, from the SEC Media Days. I'm excited for this upcoming season to see what the Alabama Crimson Tide does. But what do you guys think? You know, leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section. And once again, if you haven't, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And I'll definitely be back with more college football content. Thanks, guys, and roll Tide.